We are back, guys. It's your host, Mahdi and with
Yousuf, I'm here. Hello,
how's everyone doing today?
everyone. There's two of us. There's only
That
two
is
of
true.
us today. This is the first
Yes, there
episode.
is
It's
only
just
two of
us two,
us.
you know?
It's been a while. There
Yeah, it's
was
been a little while. We've
there was
been
a
through many
time
different
where,
changes.
honestly, yes, but today is just an episode of two of us.
Yeah.
How are you? How's exam seasons going for you? Because right now is final season.
I'm chilling, bro. I got two left. I'm in Hamilton right now. Two more that I need to do. Friday's like my last actual one, and then the one on Tuesday's a joke. So I'm excited to just watch some basketball, man. Like I haven't,
Honestly,
I
yeah.
miss like what's good. I've been still keeping up, but like it's hard to manage that, and then like I want to watch actual games again. Like I've been
No,
watching fourth quarter. I've watched too many just fourth
I've
quarters
been like
recently.
living at the library, bro. It's like I missed the Warriors game too. You know, like I caught the last 2 minutes when they made a comeback.
Your
When
library is
like
low key. Your library is low key clear. Ours are kind of trash. I can't lie.
in Hamilton.
Yeah.
I go to the
Some
one. I don't even
homies
go to. I
too.
don't even go to the TMU one. I go to
Oh,
Central.
really?
Yeah,
Yours is downtown as well, bro.
that's the
Downtown, you can
thing.
go like everywhere.
But I'm not gonna go all the way to downtown to go study. So
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
go
yeah.
to
I
the
know,
one, the
I know.
Richmond Hill Library.
But if you're
But
there
it's been
because of
good.
like class or something, like it's clutch.
Yeah, honestly, I have one last one tomorrow, and we are done. I woke
That's
up
what
at
I'm
like
saying,
9
bro.
a.m. today.
I've been saying since the start of the week, since I started studying, bro, just get to Friday, and that's
Honestly, yeah.
tomorrow. So
For
I'm low.
me, it was like just get to yesterday because today was an
Yeah,
oral exam. That's
yeah.
pretty light. And then
Yeah.
tomorrow is an online exam, so I'm not too stressed
For
about it.
French, right?
We got this. Today was French. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
global management. But we're good. It's been a grind, but
Yeah, it
we're
is.
still making episodes
And
after that.
we've still posted something. For those who haven't
Honestly,
caught
every
on,
single
we
day.
are posting something every single day of December. This is actually gonna be down to the wire for today because we are
No, no,
releasing the
no.
podcast the same
Don't
day
worry.
as the freaking what's it called? The same day as it's being recorded. So what's it called? Yeah. I
Editor
don't know,
Monty's gonna
bro.
cook up. Let
Yeah,
me cook. Let me
exactly. We
cook.
need
Yesterday
him.
was a close one because I was at
Yeah,
the
yesterday
library and
was
I
such a
kept
good.
forgetting to post it.
I
I felt
know,
like
I know. You
shoot,
did the
bro.
video. Should have told
Yeah.
me, bro. I would have posted it.
No, because I had it exported, right? I had to choose
Yeah,
the sound that
yeah.
we're gonna use, and then I exported it, and then it didn't export, and then I finally exported it, and then I had to leave the library, and I forgot. So I'm like, crap. Let
Then
me
I
do it.
text. You didn't even do it. I reminded you, bro. With like
Yeah, no, I was about
40.
to do it when you texted. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
and I
dog.
was like,
Don't
yo,
worry.
45 minutes left on the clock, bro.
it,
We can't be missing
it
a
was for
day.
the schedule. It was for the timing, the
Yeah,
algorithm.
yeah.
It's going on.
Yes,
It's
sir.
okay. Don't
For
worry.
real, for real. We
I
should
just
look
want to
and
start
check that.
off with this episode and saying I was right with my first video in December where I talked about the Lakers
True. You were.
and I talked about LeBron James
Mm-hmm.
being the greatest player of all time, being
Yeah.
the GOAT, being the king, being still a top 5 player in the NBA, and carrying his team ultimately to the
I have a
in-season tournament.
question. I
Yes.
have a question. So, there's been going around that like about the accolades. Do you think these accolades should go towards their legacies, like in-season tournament MVP? Which, by the way, I don't believe LeBron James won, in my opinion.
You don't
Like,
think he should have been the in-season
because
tournament MVP?
it's throughout the tournament, no?
Yeah.
The in-season tournament MVP. So I would say the numbers are looking quite similar throughout the tournament. 20, 23, 15, and 4. And then I'd say Anthony Davis had the better finals, and having a good finals adds towards your voting.
So
I feel like,
are we just gonna forget about the semifinals game where LeBron
but
carried?
finals holds 10 times more weight.
I agree, but you can't get to the finals if you don't win the semifinals.
But the finals hold more. I'm not saying he didn't have a bad game, but I'm saying the finals hold more weight.
But the
And
whole
Anthony Davis
tournament
had
as
a.
well.
In,
LeBron carried the
I
whole
thought
tournament.
no, he didn't. The numbers are similar,
Yes,
bro.
LeBron averaged 26.4, 8 rebounds, 7 assists on 60.6 from the field. No,
I don't
on
know about I don't know
60.6
about
from
AD's
three
shoot. I
and
don't know about AD's shooting
56.8 from the
splits.
field.
I don't know about AD's shooting splits because I didn't check that. But he's at 23 points, 15 boards, and 4 assists. That's not that big of a drop off. And I think the what's it called? The difference. I also want to say no matter what would happen, LeBron James was winning that MVP. Like
Yeah,
voters be deriding like crazy, bro. It's not okay. And
I need to be a
that's an
voter, bro.
issue. That's it. You want to know something though? That's the issue in the NBA. It's the same thing happening with Rookie of the Year, bro. They decide who's winning that award in
Maybe.
October. It's so
Yeah,
messed up. You see the
but
recent rookie ladder? No, there's no world where Victor Wembanyama is having a better
it's over
season than
Chet.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, yeah.
No, in my opinion, no way. I know he's been going off recently, so it kind of looks bad
He
on me when I
had
say
he
that.
has
He has been
yo,
going
he had
off.
a
He's
crazy game yesterday.
he
What
had
was
an
his stat
insane
line?
game yesterday.
Right
It was
yesterday,
like
right?
thirty,
Yeah,
thirty,
I'm
like
gonna pull out
10
his
and
stat line real quick.
I don't even know on
Bro,
the
I was
efficient shooting as
shocked
well.
because I have him in one of my fantasy leagues, right? And I also get like the
Yeah,
Bleacher Report notifications for
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
stats in the game. And I saw he had like 70
Yeah,
fantasy points.
he's the real deal. He's the real deal. I think he's unanimous MVP or MVP rookie of the
That's
year. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, he's unanimous rookie of the year if it's in like any other draft class. But Chet Holmgren is a demon. So like,
He
but
had 30 points, 13 rebounds, 4 threes, 6 blocks, and 3
yeah,
steals.
he's really good. But like, Chet's
Wow.
been having these games as well, and no coverage, bro. Loki, that's the issue, man. Like, I'm not saying Paolo didn't deserve it last year, but like. I think they did the same thing with last year's rookie. They decided in October who won the rookie of the year.
But who do you think Paulo had the chance to go
J
against?
Dub. J Dub. The
I
only
think Paulo
difference?
I think Paulo
No,
was better though. No, okay. Would you agree that Paulo
no,
deserved the
yeah, oh,
rookie of the year?
100%, 100%, 100%. But like my point is, I think they decided it in like people were calling others crazy for picking J Dub, but like the way I see it, first half was Paulo Banquero better. Second half was J Dub better by a
Because
mile.
but
So, but
one thing I want to mention,
the
one thing I
difference
want to
was J Dub
mention,
just didn't get minutes in the first half.
but that's the thing. It's like Paulo still was consistent through the second half of the
No,
season.
he wasn't. He was terrible.
He was not
You know,
terrible as an under
guess how much he shot from the 3-point line in February?
last year. I would
Yeah,
say 19%.
8%. Eight single digits. Yet you didn't hear about it. You didn't hear about it once because they voted for him in October. The voting system's corrupt, man. I'm
Okay,
telling you.
but then what about Scotty Barnes? What's your reasoning for
Scotty
that?
Barnes. Scotty Barnes was throughout. Scotty Barnes was good throughout the year. I think you want to know something? You can make the case for Scotty as well. But I do think Scotty like played well throughout the year as well. So I don't think that's a good example to use for the case.
For me, I see where you're coming from. That they definitely have that one person that's coming into the league. You know that they're gonna look at. Like for example, in the Lamelo
It's
Ball
not
draft
even
class
that.
was
It's the
Lamelo
first.
Ball.
They base it off. They base their opinion. They have a consensus after the first like I'd say 2 months, like or
Yeah,
one and a half. One I'd say 1.5 months. Because last year, after the first month, they probably said they were debating between Ben Mathurin and Paolo Banquero
yeah,
because
I
Ben
remember Ben
Mathurin
being out
was
there.
a freaking demon.
Yeah,
But
but then
like,
he fell
what's it
off.
called? The then Paolo started playing better, and they just decided on him, bro. Didn't give anyone else a chance. And I don't know. I didn't like it.
If Chet was playing last year, he definitely would easily
Yeah,
win
brother,
those.
come on. Chet
Yeah,
is Chet is so good.
he's insane, and it's so cool to see them both go like
Yeah,
1v1 for the rookie of the year because I
yeah.
think it's a unanimous between two like any of these two players.
And they're both
So
on good and they're both on really good teams. I wanted to see either. I'm kind of annoyed that
wait,
like
hold up. You just said Wembanyama's on a good team.
oh, I thought you were talking about Paolo and Chet.
No.
No,
Yo,
no, no.
yo,
I don't
you
I don't think the San Antonio Spurs are a
talking
good team,
about
by
the
the way.
Spurs. We will be talking about them later
Yeah,
on in
yeah,
the
yeah.
episode
But
because we
like
have things to
I
talk
was
about.
gonna say that the Magic and the Thunder, I'm kind of upset that like they didn't make the quarterfinals
Oh,
of
yes,
the
I
NCAA
agree.
tournament.
I
I
agree.
wanted
I
to see
agree.
one of those teams. Like that's why
I really,
I was so hyped seeing like Indiana make it.
yeah, yeah.
I was hyped seeing the Pelicans make it, But like, what were your thoughts on the? Let's go with the round robin, the format overall. What were your thoughts on the group stage? starting off.
Honestly, one thing I want to say was a lot of people were not a fan of it. When we
Right.
talk about in-season tournament, they heard the idea, they're like, nah, nah, nah. For me, I loved it. I had it because like obviously I like to watch basketball games like throughout and throughout. But like I my job isn't to watch basketball. I have work, I have school, I'm busy. But when it's
Yeah.
like in season tournament, I would make extra time to watch those games
Yeah.
and see what happened because I know there's another thing that's on the line. Like I was so invested, bro. When the Warriors game was on that day, I'm like, okay, they need to get past 12 points, and it's like you see where like the unwritten rule of basketball no longer exists because point differential matters.
Right.
And it's just great to see. Like me personally, I didn't expect the money line where it was I think 500K, to really influence the players to win. But LeBron James came out and he's like, I promise my young guys, my two-way players that
Yeah. Yeah.
we're gonna win it for them. And that shows leadership. That shows like you care. But like
Yeah.
I just find it funny when it's like D'Lo's coming out and be like, it's
Yeah.
500K
Yeah.
on the line.
I like
Like,
how.
yo,
I like
God damn it,
how.
bro. Like
I
LeBron, you
like
don't care about
how
that 500K, bro. You don't need that 500K.
people keep mentioning it, but like I I like how like I like that rule for a team like the Pacers, right? That
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I saw some stat about their salary, their payroll, and it's like so if they had won the tournament, like one of their younger guys would have been making his contract in like
Oh,
a
literally,
tournament,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
That's what happened
which is
with
really really dope.
one of the Lakers thing as well,
Yeah,
which was kind of
I
interesting to
think
see.
I don't know if this is like low key like I don't know how it would work, but one thing I would want to see is um I would want to see more group stage games, to be honest with you.
Really,
I'd say 8 games instead of
the
one per,
thing,
and that way. So what you do, I think how it will work, instead of November group games, you do November and December group games, and then January is when you have
the
because I feel
playoffs.
like now going back to the problem. The reason they did this because to create hype for when no one watches it, people
Yeah,
don't watch
yeah.
the NBA during this time. But January is a part of that time as well, right? So I think you're fixing that problem because you're having the actual tournament in January, like quarters and semis and finals in January. Then the trade deadline comes around, and that's when people start getting like invested into the NBA like that. So that way, there's not a
See,
moment in
my
time where the NBA is not like on top.
my whole thing about that is that it's kind of the issue with that is then it becomes way too long, and the attention span for the viewers to pay attention to all those eight in-season tournament games
Yeah, I
is like,
guess it doesn't make it as special, but like
yeah.
I- like that's how the Champions League does. They do each team. And in fact, Champions League does three, but like soccer is a lot different than basketball.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I'm saying like 8 makes more sense. But like another reason is like to minimize because one thing that a lot of players didn't like was the point differential. And when
Yeah.
you only have
Do
4 games, point differential is like it's gonna come into play. So to
but that's what I'm
minimize
saying.
that,
It makes it like players talked about, oh yeah, I don't like it. And then you have freaking Jason Tatum beating the Bulls
yeah,
by
stat
30 points and
padding.
still on the court.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It brings that extra thing to it. It
God,
adds.
Tatum, yo, can I just say Tatum's so weird for that because he says that, and then he'll be on the floor. Him and Brown are on the floor
And then Joe
during
Mazzulla as
blowouts and
well.
stuff. And Joe Mazzulla is challenging calls while down, while
And
up
then
like 30.
Drummond,
Such weirdos, bro. I actually hate the Celtics so much. They're actually so weird.
honestly. Drummond as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The hack of Drummond, send him to the
Yeah,
line.
legit. Like that's actually so odd, bro. Like, what are you doing? I'm
What
glad
did
they got
you
bounced out.
The one thing I do have that I didn't like was I didn't like the courts, some of them. Like I love some of
Right.
them. I love the
Yeah,
Indiana
yeah, yeah.
court, but like
They
the
tried
courts where
something
it's like
new, and they they
no,
they kind of missed.
I
But
think
like,
I think for some of it they missed, but even the semifinals one, I like the courts, but I think they should do more pastel colors rather than
yeah,
boom, okay, yeah, it's an NBA event. Let's do the NBA
yeah,
colors
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's the NBA colors is dark.
Oh,
So when you have it on thing,
I hated the Vegas court. I hated the
yeah,
Vegas
it
court
was it
so
was bad.
much. I
They
think I think what they should do is instead of the stupid like line thing, right?
yeah.
Just have a giant. NBA Cup logo in the middle.
In the middle. Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
see talking about that? Did you
Simple.
see Adam Silver, what he came out and said about
No.
the NBA Finals courts?
NBA Finals courts, no? What do you say?
You didn't hear about it? He said
Mhm.
that not only is the NBA Finals logo going to be coming back on the court, but there will be an extra
trophy?
tint of color. The trophy is coming back, according to Adam Silver.
Yo,
And there's
that's
going to be
hype.
different court colors.
See, I
So-
like that. Adam Silver is a good. You want to know something about him? He's a very good commissioner.
No, he's
trying
really
new-
good. He's
trying new things,
hit
and he's
in everything he's tried, I would say.
yeah.
Play-in
For the
tournament,
play-in tournament.
that is a huge success. You know,
What
you
a, like-
have the
I-
in-season tournament.
I wouldn't have even thought of these things, man. If I was commissioner, like I'm not. Like,
That's
bro,
why you're
where-
not a commissioner.
yeah. Well, what's if I was like, I wouldn't have even thought about like.
There's a reason you're here
no,
talking about ball and
'cause-
not making the decisions.
Because no, but like my point is, he cares about like expanding the league, and then like an expansion draft. I was talking, and that'd be such a hype time, man. Talking about who's gonna be protected on each team, like expansion draft when it expands to Las Vegas, because that is
Yeah.
100% the direction they're going.
When LeBron James is retired, he's owning the
brother,
league.
he's
I love
owning
what
the,
Adam
he's
Silver-
owning the Las Vegas. What's a team? The Las Vegas I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. You try it. You try it.
I can't think of team names, bro. The Bandits.
What's that?
Yo, that's
what's-
fire. Las Vegas Bandits, you know.
What's those things in poker? The coins. What are they called?
Chips. Las Vegas Chips.
Chips.
The Las Vegas. Nice name, bro.
If they come out with Las Vegas, I'd want to see them do it something around like gambling, because Vegas is known, for its gambling.
I said
Like-
Bandits because, Cowboys they're in the desert,
Yeah.
so that'd be fine.
I guess, yeah. No, I think Vegas is definitely going to come to a team. I love
Vegas
how
is
Adam
getting-
Silver, when he gave the trophy to LeBron James, he was like,
Yeah,
"I'm sorry,
you
but this doesn't come with the franchise,"
yeah. 'Cause he
one
knows,
thing-
bro. He knows.
A bit more of the in-season tournament recap. The quarterfinals was great. We got the really good game with Lakers and Suns.
Yeah.
Controversial topic, but the timeout with Austin Reeves, and what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, that was bad call. That was a
You think it
really
was a bad call? Because last
Yeah,
2-minute report, NBA came out and said, that
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
fine.
No clue how they could say it was fine.
Yeah.
I saw that,
I'm-
by the way.
I'm guessing it's from like a different angle, because we saw the angle
Brother,
where the ball was
brother.
hidden, but
I can't even name I couldn't count for more than 2 seconds that he had control. Let alone the timeout thing. He just didn't have control over the ball after they pressed him. And I don't like
Yeah.
that. I don't like things being called like that, bro. Like
Yeah.
don't let that dictate the game. They
But it's
stole the
like-
ball.
But it's like, to be fair, to counter argument you. Now, let's say you don't make the call and it was a thing. Now it's like, it goes both ways.
If you don't make the call, you can make the argument that you were letting them play, and you can make the argument, yo, Reeves, don't lose the ball. If you want to call
Yeah,
timeout,
okay, but
hold on to it.
it's not about making the play.
Timeouts
It's
aren't
not-
used to. Timeouts should not be used to bail you out of
But
bad
that's the whole
basketball.
thing. Yes, it is.
No,
That's why
it
you
should. It
call
should
a
be used.
timeout.
Timeout
It
should be
shouldn't,
used
but-
to advance the ball. Timeout should be used as a break. Timeout should be used to recoup your strategy. Not. Oh, I'm about to lose the ball. Let me quick call timeout. Otherwise, you
No,
can
I
make that
agree.
case for
I
every.
agree.
You can make that case for every single turnover you're about to make. Oh, I called a timeout. Like, you can say that for anything.
No, I see, but like, for example, in Endgame, if you're getting trapped,
I
you
don't
call a
like it.
timeout.
I don't like it dictating a game.
Yeah, okay, well, it does.
And
and I
yeah,
don't
if
think
you're
that's
getting
ever gonna
trapped,
change.
you hold on to the ball and call timeout.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah, yeah.
fumble the ball and be like, "Oh, I called a timeout."
Yeah,
It was,
I agree.
and the ball was lost, bro. Then everybody's saying it. Like,
It was definitely a loose ball. I don't think the Suns had the ball, but I would definitely say the ball was loose.
yeah, loose ball.
know?
That means you can't give it
Yeah,
to the Lakers.
I know,
That
so
means
it was
no
good,
team
yeah.
had possession. It was very bad. But to be fair, to play devil's advocate, Suns had a chance to tie and they missed. So
No, that's
Should've
what I'm
hit
saying.
that shot.
It wasn't game over.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but I mean,
But
to be
I
fair,
mean,
the
morale,
shot he
right?
did get, the shot
Yeah,
he
the
did
shot he
get.
got was not a good
I
one.
remember it's funny
And
because someone commented on my video and said KD
yeah,
owns him. So as soon as that
yeah.
game finished, I'm like, oh yo, you're
Oh,
KD,
bro.
huh? KD, you just missed
Poor
the
KD,
game time
man.
shot.
Nah,
Um,
KD's like immune from slander, bro, because it's KD.
no, honestly, he has the. I just want to say he has one of the best nicknames,
Yeah,
Slim Reaper.
Slim Reaper.
Um, the next game I want to talk about, not too much, was the Bucks and Knicks. That was a
Bro.
pretty. I didn't watch. I think I wasn't able to watch that game.
It was very.
But
I
from what I
felt
heard,
very bad for Julius Randle. He
yeah,
carried like crazy and got no help.
yeah. Knicks kind of got destroyed.
Mhm.
Pelicans Kings. You know that was a pretty good
Very good
game.
game. The Kings looked like they were on top, and then they had so many turnover issues.
Yeah,
Man,
and
they
then
need to
towards the
learn
end
to. They need
they
to
fumbled it,
learn
right?
to keep the freaking ball, bro.
Yeah.
And they weren't hitting big. Pelicans were hitting shots. It was just their day.
Pelican. Herbert Jones had a really good game. 23 points on 8 for 13.
Defensive monster,
Yeah,
and they have
defensively
Trey
sick.
Murphy back, who's
Yeah.
incredibly underrated.
Zion did not have a good game in this one though, right?
Yeah,
He did
no,
not.
I thought Zion had an okay game in this, but
But he didn't have. He wasn't the top
a
performer, honestly.
10-6, bro. Zion Williamson is so fat, by the way. Can I just say that? Like, this guy needs to lay off the Popeyes, bro. Like, it's actually wild. This guy's, bro. You know how many news reports are covering the fact that he's like obese?
No,
Like,
I
it's
saw.
actually not okay.
It's
Stephen
also
A.
that
Smith.
he's
Stephen A. Smith is flaming him. His stepdad called Stephen A. Smith, and then he continued to flame him on national TV, calling him fat. But
And then
like,
there was also the other thing where Zion said that he doesn't care about the whole contract restriction of a certain
it
rate.
is so clearly obvious that he is not the same player. And
No, for sure.
li-
Than when
like
he was coming to the NBA. And
exactly, like
honestly, one thing I
it's like
want to say,
he got that spot and he just gave up. Like,
one thing I want to say is, I think it's time the Pelicans move on from him. I
really?
think it is. I think it is. Because the thing is, there's a big market team like New York that would love a Zion Williamson there, right? You, for the past 3 to 4 years,
They
you've had nothing but something going on where it's, oh, I'm injured, oh, I'm overweight, oh, I have this, oh, I have that. And it's very hard for the team to get chemistry when your star player, who's supposed to be your star player, is missing time and is in and out of the rotation, and
yeah.
he's like, he came out and said earlier in the season that something was wrong. They've also been dealing with a lot of injuries, but I think we've seen Brandon Ingram, like in that quarterfinals games, he had 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Brandon Ingram's been consistent throughout the season. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But
To play devil's advocate to your point, like I'd say they're holding out. They love this core, right?
yeah,
They're holding out because the healthy New Orleans Pelicans last season were the 1 seed, and
yeah,
I'm that's with Zion Williamson playing some of the best basketball of his career. So I feel like their point of view is just, yo, he gets back to that level, we genuinely could be a top seed in the
yeah.
West.
No, I know what you mean.
Like right now, what are they? In the Western
Uh,
Conference, are they in the play-in right now? Can you check for
Let
me?
me check for you. They have the 9th seed right now. Oh my god, my Warriors are
Yeah,
lagging.
exactly. They're in the play-in, and they believe if Zion gets back to like level, they go up to one of the top seeds,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
right?
I want to see them work out because I've actually been a huge fan of them ever since their second year. They
Can
traded.
I can I just say, like, yo, the NBA is actually kind of wild if the season ended today. Like,
I know,
look at these
it's
teams, bro. The
crazy.
Suns, Pelicans playing, Rockets, Clippers
Yeah,
playing,
the Warriors
Kings,
out of it.
Mavericks, Lakers,
I just
Nuggets.
wanna. I don't want to get too off topic. I just want to
Yeah,
finish with the in-season tournament because I did want to talk about something else after.
yeah.
So then we had the Pacers Celtics game. That game was hype. I
That
catch the
game was
fourth
so good.
quarter and I
That
see
game was so
Tyrese
good.
Halliburton freaking hit that three. And then
Halliburton
Aaron
had
Neesmith is like,
back-to-back games
bro,
had
that was
stupid step
sick.
backs. He is
So,
like,
bro, one thing I want to say, Halliburton plays fast, but when he does that step back, it's so slow motion. You know what I mean? You know, like
Yeah, it's
James
like
Harden
Kyle
is like a
Anderson.
smooth. Yeah, it's like it's
But
so,
he
bro.
does make it like kind of smooth as well with it. You
Yeah,
know,
he
he's
does.
got such a unique form. It's really
Yeah,
cool. It's cool to
it's pretty
see
sick
because
to
like
see.
you know, how many NBA coaches like they all try to like fix form and like work
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
shot. Like
for
if it's
sure.
working, bro, don't change it. I don't get it. People
If
were
it ain't
saying
broke, don't fix it.
legit. People were saying that the Raptors did that with Grady, and that's why he's not shooting well, bro. If he's shooting well, why are you
Oh.
changing his form?
Yeah,
Like,
I never understand that. Where it's like, yo, everyone has a different form. You know, it's gonna
who
work.
cares if it
But
looks
sometimes,
weird, bro? If
well,
it's going
sometimes
in,
we
it's
have
going
it where it's
in.
worked. No, I fully agree. But one thing about that game was when Neesmith made that dunk on the Celtics, bro. That was so gas, bro.
I feel like that game was like with the point of view for everybody saying that like semis should, or like at least the semis should be in front of a home crowd.
Yeah.
Like because they're like, yo, look at Indiana, you know what I mean? That's the new crowd of the NBA. Last year was all about Sacramento. This year is about Indiana. Although Sacramento's still
Yeah.
popping, bro. Sacramento's still popping.
Sacramento was loud, and I watched that 7-game series against the Warriors, bro. They were
So loud.
loud, you know.
Yeah.
But Curry lit the beam on them. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but no, I was so happy to see Celtics lose, bro. It was such a nice
Yeah.
thing
And then
to
the
see, you know.
finals was close as
Yeah,
well until
semifinals
the
though.
end.
Semifinals was a
Mhm.
good game.
Oh yeah,
Game time.
Bucks
What time is it?
Pacers.
What time is it? By Tyrese
Yeah,
Halliburton.
I thought that was cool.
One thing. One thing I want to.
Dame was low key salty
Yeah,
afterwards
I know.
about that.
But he did say, like, you know
He
what, like
said, "Yo,
I
I'll
respect
take
it,
it on the chin, but remember to be
but
humble and stuff." And
exactly,
now
yeah,
it's a
that is.
little bit of rap. Do you know what happened yesterday? I'm sorry for going a little bit off
I
topic,
did. Wait,
but like, I feel like
I
this
just
is relevant.
I want to stay off topic for a second. I
Yeah,
just want to
we can
finish
talk
saying
about
about
that
this.
afterwards.
Yeah. I want to give my flowers to, you know, the GOAT, the king, LeBron James. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists in 23 minutes. That guy was on a heat check, bro. He had 3 out of 3
He couldn't
threes.
miss.
You know, bro, he was on fire.
Yeah,
And ultimately won them the game, you know, ran Pelicans off. And again, where was Zion? You know, nowhere to be found,
yeah.
you know. And you know what's funny,
He
because
was
I
at
was
Popeyes. He was at Burger King.
one thing I want to say was I was watching, because that was when the NBA merged ESPN and with NBA
NBA
TNT,
on the
right?
on
Yeah.
TNT.
So I wanted to see the thing, and I think, was it Shaq or Charles Barkley? And they're like, Zion Williamson today, he's gonna be a monster. No one will be
Yeah,
able to guard him. And
Shaq,
bro,
Shaq.
what are you freaking waffling about, bro? Like, respectfully, Anthony Davis is on the other side. You know, even if Zion has a good
No,
game.
but Zion when he's on can dominate,
Yeah.
bro. So
I know what you
like
mean.
you can't just say, "Oh, they have Anthony Davis." You know, Zion can score on Anthony Davis,
Yeah,
man.
but it was just
Zion.
so ironic and funny to see, because he goes and says that, and then Zion does the complete
Yeah.
opposite.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And then the finals, it was a good game, but ultimately the Lakers just, you know, they took
Yeah.
over. You know, again,
Man,
Anthony Davis
I wish
41.
I wish the Pacers won. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Like the in-season tournament, like sort of the vibe off of it. You know that an
Yeah.
underdog team, anybody, genuinely
That's what I'm saying.
anybody
Yeah.
can win it, right?
I
Because
know.
when the
Which is,
Lakers win it, it's like you think like, oh man, so it's still like contenders are gonna win it
yeah,
every
I know
year,
what you mean.
right?
Like, you want to see
If the
teams like the
Pacers,
Magic,
if the
Pacers.
Pacers had won it, everyone would be like, yo, this tournament, anybody can win it, man. I'm a Pistons fan. They can win. Oh wait, well, I mean, I'm a Pistons fan. We might do
Yo, you're
something.
0-2 right now. You're 0-2.
Yeah,
You're 0-2.
exactly.
Um,
Freaking Pistons.
um, I know what you mean. That's why I like the in-season tournament, like seeing the Pacers, you know, being there. I was surprised when didn't see the Magic there.
I don't want to see.
Um,
I don't want to see Lakers versus Suns on national TV all the time, bro. Like,
yeah, no, I
I
feel
want
you.
to see some of these younger fun teams. Though,
I
like, to
think
show
throughout the
out.
years, I just think, you know, like LeBron James being the GOAT, he's obviously going to want to win the first one. So,
Mm,
man, I mean, I called it. I knew the Lakers were going to be the champions, to be honest.
yeah, I said. I, I used your
I think you had the
saying for Steph
Pacers.
Curry.
You had
No,
Pacers.
I had Sacramento. Oh, no, I had Milwaukee. I had Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
My
No, but I think
finals
when
was
we got to like 2 weeks in, you're like, the Pacers are going to win.
You think so? I mean,
No,
I'll
because
take it.
no,
I'll
I
take
remember
that
because
prediction, but like, I don't
we were
remember.
thinking of you getting a prediction out for who the in-season tournament winners are going to be.
And I said, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
my group stage predictions were actually pretty good. I said Milwaukee. I was right about that. I
yeah,
didn't say Indiana. I said Atlanta, which I was right about
yeah.
there being upset in that group. Oh, what else? I said, what did I say for the other group?
You
Was it
said
Boston?
Warriors for one
Yeah,
of
well,
them.
Boston. Boston. I
Yeah,
said Warriors for one
you
of
missed
them.
on
That one was
Warriors.
close. Lakers, I got correct. And then
Yeah,
the last one, I said the Thunder as my wild card, bro.
yeah.
They
Um,
disappointed me.
who Thunder? Yeah,
Yeah,
I expected them to
I
kind
thought
of
they'd be a
dominate the
sneaky
tournament.
team to jump in.
Exactly. Yeah, because they've been
It's
nice
like
though.
I think three of their like 7 losses are in season tournament games, which is like kind of wild to think about. And then on
Yeah,
the other hand, like the 7 of like the Pacers 12 wins are in the in season tournament. So like
facts. Yeah, I mean
it's kind of crazy. It's just whether or
seven.
not you're in,
Yeah,
including like the stuff. Oh yeah, 6. Sorry, whatever.
yeah, because finals.
Like
But yeah,
that goes to show like if you are on the in season tournament night, it could mean
that's
something big, man.
that's what I'm saying. It's nice because it's regular season games too. Apart from
Now
the finals.
Pistons could win 7 games all season. If those are in season tournament games, they get 500K and a nice trophy, bro.
Honestly,
That's
and
the
then
cool thing.
that's the only excitement Pistons fans are going to see for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
Talking about the Pistons, their losing streak has extended to 21 games. The
What is
biggest
I have a question.
losing streak.
I have a question. Sorry to cut you off. What is
I
the
good.
big? Oh, you were just getting into it, but what is the
Yeah,
biggest losing streak in NBA history? Because
I am
I'm
searching
actually
that.
curious. We are
I am
getting to
actually
that
searching.
level now. And
28 games.
yo,
28 games for the Sixers.
we might have two teams that break that record. In the San Antonio
No, no,
Spurs as
no, no.
well.
Sorry. The single in one season is 26 games, and
Okay.
28 is within 2 seasons.
So they are.
Five
We'll
games
call it
away.
28. We'll call it 20. They're at 21. So seven games away from tying, 8 games away. They're what next 8
Their
games, okay?
schedule is Sixers,
Is
Bucks,
yeah.
Hawks, Jazz, Nets, Celtics, Raptors,
No,
Rockets,
I hope we
Jazz.
don't choke it, bro.
Bro,
No,
I tell you
we
right now,
can't. It's gonna be us, bro. Oh my god, we're gonna be the idiots to lose.
oh my god.
No.
One
Now
thing I
whoever
want to
loses to the Pistons is getting clowned, by the way.
honestly,
The one
bro.
team, oh, it's gonna be us, bro. This happened in Tampa year. The Rockets were on like a 20-something game losing streak,
Yeah,
and we were
yeah.
the team that beat to break it.
One thing I want to ask you about is I don't know if you've been keeping up with the Detroit Pistons, but basically Jaden Ivey is out of the rotation. Not out of the
Yeah,
rotation, but he's like
he has
lower
some
bench,
edge. Hmm.
And he was I
But
think it came out that
I'll
he
say
was kind of.
this: he's not that good, bro. Like,
You think so? You think Killian
not
Hayes should be getting the start over him?
Curry's hasn't been bad.
Yeah, he's been good. I haven't watched
Yeah,
Pistons
that's the
games,
thing
but
about the Pistons. Like individually, I mean, they've had like players improve. It's just they're not good, bro. Like
yeah.
Killian Hayes doesn't move the needle. You know what I mean? Killian
No,
Hayes,
I know what you
Cade
mean.
Cunningham.
I'm
Can I say
surprised. I'm disappointed, bro.
you want to know something? I'd be getting really like annoyed when people say free Cade Cunningham because he has not. He has been part of the problem as well. He needs to get his turnover issue under control.
Yeah,
But the 5 turnovers a game is
is
absolutely
bad.
disgusting. Like that's
Yeah.
so bad.
But
They
hey,
got
if
Boyan
it's
back.
free K, the Raptors have some assets. I don't mind Scotty and Cade.
That'd be a
We
crazy
were
duo,
we were
man.
fading for
Well, we
Cade.
need a blow. No, no, no. I'm sticking to trade Siakam for like whatever you or not whatever you can
Yeah.
get, but how many teams can use Siakam right now, bro? Idiots, man. Pay up. You need to pay up.
Honestly.
Come on.
Second losing streak I want to talk about is the
Yeah.
Spurs, and it's crazy because no one's really talking about the Spurs because the
Because
Pistons
the
are at
Pistons are
21, but the
so
Spurs are
bad.
18.
Yeah. But the
But
thing is, the Spurs have looked like a basketball team in that 18 game
yeah,
losing
they
streak,
have.
right? They
They
look
have.
like against the Lake. Like let's let me take a deep dive into the losing streak, right? Lakers game they could have won. Rockets game they could have won. Bulls game they're losing these games by like 10 points. They lost
Yeah.
by 2 points to like the Hawks.
I
4
think I
points to
think
the Warriors. Like
the
the
biggest
Hawks
thing,
or the Hawks. The Pistons are losing by like 20 plus like every single
yeah,
game.
it's kind of wraps. The biggest thing I want to say about the Spurs is it sucks because they don't have a point guard, and I
Hmm.
think that's affecting Wembanyama. They tried the
Yeah,
Sochan experience, but I don't know what's
yeah,
happening. I like it sucks that you're on an 18 game losing streak, but like you said, they're looking like a basketball team. They're competitive.
yeah,
Go get another lottery pick, pair Wemby with
yeah.
Sar,
Exactly.
and now
The season's done.
yeah, use the
But
season to just develop Wemby.
but there's hope for the future. You got
No,
as
for
Spurs fan,
sure.
Pistons fan, you're depressed. Like let's just
Yeah,
say it how it is. It's not looking good for you right now. But it's just because draft lottery, bro. Worst record don't even be guaranteeing you the first overall pick like
yeah,
that.
which
Like
sucks.
which like is terrible. But what are you gonna do, man? And it's a weak class. Like
Yeah, there's like a top three class, right?
yeah,
Top three. Last thing. Well, one of out of the two last things I want to talk about is So we have one player that's coming back out of suspension, and we have another one going into suspension. Uh
that
so
is
flipping
true.
funny.
That is so true.
Draymond Green,
Right.
for the people that don't know, he got indefinitely suspended. And I was at the library when I got that notification.
For clobbering Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah. I was at the library, and first of all, I had to make sure that it was Woj, like, reporting, and it
Mm,
wasn't one of those burner accounts.
mm,
But honestly, I'm a Warriors fan, right?
right.
Like, I've been pretty invested Warriors fan this season.
Yeah.
I have Draymond on my fantasy team, as you know,
Right.
and I'm happy. He deserves it. I think it's time for him to cut it out. I'm gonna go on a small rant because
Yeah.
you always had Draymond Green do these, antics where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get in your head, right? But at that time, your team was winning. You were helping your team win. But it's get to the point where you're just hurting your team. There's been so many countless opportunities where one of them was against the Cleveland Cavaliers, where he did things to Donovan Mitchell, and he got ejected. You
Yeah.
costed your team that game against the Timberwolves when you put Rudy Gobert in the chokehold. You got suspended 5 games. You come back and now you're back. You know,
Yeah.
um, you had the game against the Spurs where him and Devin Booker got into it. You
Yeah.
know, it's come to the point where it has to stop because
Yeah.
your team is not good. Your team is 10-13, under 500. You have Stephen Curry still playing in his prime,
Mhm.
averaging near 30 points per game, and he has no help,
Yeah.
right? We've talked about this in the video. Klay Thompson washed. Andrew
Yeah.
Wiggins, I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
And
Offensively, it was terrible.
against the Suns when Draymond got ejected. Curry normally isn't a guy that shows his emotions.
Yeah.
He's
He
pretty
kicked the
composed on
chair.
the thing. If you have Stephen Curry kicking the chair out of frustration, that's where you know something's got to change.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
true.
and Klay Thompson's bench, Wiggins' bench, and I'm not going to come out in here and say I'm backing Steph Curry up and he had a good game. He played garbage.
Yeah.
He didn't play
Yeah.
garbage. He didn't have the best game.
Yeah. Very
That
good.
that last three that he had was a very questionable three, I must say.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you're talking about help, he has none help. He has no help right now.
Right.
You can't win when Klay Thompson is shooting bricks. Wiggins is like honestly a liability at sometimes, and then you
Yeah.
have Draymond not even in the game. So I really want to see. I don't want to see the core breakup, but I think it's time because and I think if there's anyone to do it, it is Mike Dunleavy Jr. because he wasn't the one who drafted all these players.
Yeah.
Kuminga's been good, but hey, Siakam's available. I'm telling you, you
Hmm.
know.
I
So
agree.
if they go this whole season without making a trade, it will be very disappointing. But one
Right.
thing I want to say is that I like how LeBron and Giannis put pressure onto the front office, where it's like Giannis is like, I don't know what's happening, and boom, they go and get Damian Lillard. LeBron, he sometimes hurts the team, but he's always trying to make this help, like
Yeah.
give for the team to get better, And I really want Steph to do that this season because he's 35, man. There's so
Yeah,
much you can
yeah.
ask him. Like
He
we're
needs to
wasting
put
his
pressure
great
on
years
him.
of basketball, and that's my whole thing with like the Lakers when they were bad. You know, like LeBron was 38, 39. I don't want to see this time being wasted.
I mean, he wasn't. He's not 38, 39 right now.
No, he's 30. He's 38 right now.
Yeah, I know, but you said
Oh
back
yeah,
then.
true. Yeah, he was 30, 36,
He
37. My
doesn't stay 38 for like 2-3
bad.
years, bro.
Father time is father time hasn't
Yeah,
approached yet.
yeah.
No, but it's and I hope when Draymond comes back, it's better because like KD said, I hope he finds the help he needs because there's definitely something
Mhm.
going on in his life for him to start acting and putting all these BS, you know. Um, so the Warriors got to figure it out, man. I'm
Uh,
excited to see the trade deadline.
yeah. My point of view on the whole situation is that, you know, it's funny, all the jokes, like, you got a UFC contract waiting for him now that he's suspended, WWE contract waiting for him. But in reality, like, I think the scary part is that whenever something happens to him, his immediate reaction is to flip out like that.
Yeah.
Like he sees a fight, his instant reaction is to choke out Rudy Gobert. He feels the
I'm not gonna. One thing I want to say is I may get hated for this, but I think like don't get me wrong, what he did was bad, but I
Mm.
think it wasn't as bad to his other things. Like I was like, okay, he swung his hand. You know what I
He
mean?
clobbered a dude in the face, Nandi.
Yeah, but like, okay, is that worse than him? Like, I'm not saying it's fine, but like choking Rudy Gobert, I think is way worse.
No,
I think
yeah, it's
punching your
worse.
teammate way worse. And
Yeah,
it gets scary because there will come a time, God
yeah.
forbid, where you do
When
this, and now that person.
bro, I'm saying like, what's it called? My opinion is like, I don't like that. That's his initial
Yeah,
reaction.
I know
It's
it sucks. It's
any
annoying.
other NBA player who gets upset by that is just gonna start getting in their face, being like, "Yo,
He
what's going on?
he
What's wrong with you?" And that's showing your emotion in your sleeve. Just punching the dude for no reason
he's
is
the definition of anger issues.
it's pure stupidity. It's not even like you're putting yourself, your like livelihood at jeopardy. You're not you're not getting to play NBA games,
Yeah,
and you're putting the Warriors at a disservice, man. They are
and,
better with
and
Draymond Green on the floor. You
no, for
can't
sure.
remove yourself and indefinitely, bro. We don't know what that means. Does he
Yeah,
have to go through? Does he have to finish an anger management course? Does he have to do that? Does he have? We don't know what's
yeah,
happening. So it's
and
causing uncertainty in the Warriors fan base as well. It's
it
because they don't know
sucks
what's
because it's
happening.
like it sucks because you just came out of a 5 game suspension. You'd hope for him,
Yeah, and
for
he
that to be an eye
instantly does
opener.
this. You know how
It's
wild
it's
that
it's
is.
it's crazy. Like we always talked about John Morant with the whole, gun
hmm
situation, but it's like
Like he'll
this is
never
getting out of
learn.
hand
But
too.
same thing with Draymond, man. These guys.
It's gotten to the point where it's just frustrating, man. It's frustrating watching it. And I watch Warriors game, and it's just you
Yeah,
see all the BS. Like I literally sometimes,
this
bro,
season's
when
been a
something
lot of
happens,
BS.
when I have to see Draymond Green and he's annoyed, I'm just like, oh
You
boy,
you
here
wanna
we
know
go
what's
again.
funny? You wanna know what's funny though? We've been telling them to trade the young guys to go focus on Steph,
Yeah.
but to be honest, the young guys are the only bright spot on the team
No,
right
yeah,
now.
I know. Right now they have.
Pajemski, Moody,
Yeah.
Kamingas. I don't know how
CP3
young
hasn't been
Sarge
bad.
is, but Sarge, like their bench
He's
is
a good
look
builder.
good. But those are a bunch
No.
of pieces that we're talking about them moving on from. So like
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing. It's just because no one wants these contracts. No one's gonna take on Draymond's contract.
Yeah. No one's gonna take on Wiggins,
No one's
but
gonna take on Wiggins' contract.
I need something done because I can't.
Mm,
It's just
right.
frustrating. And anyways, I don't want to. We made a whole Warriors video, and here we are
Yeah,
talking about the
yeah, yeah.
Warriors for
Let's go.
us
Move on to
6 minutes.
some more positive stuff. John Moran is back.
Joe Morant's coming back. Was the
My
Memphis
question for you.
Grizzlies are 6-17 right now.
My
We got
question for you.
news
My
that
question for you. How
yes,
will how will that impact the Grizzlies? Will it matter
I
in
think
in the long term?
when you talk about matter, definitely the thing
Yeah,
is that as big of a hole they are in, I don't know if they can come back. But we've seen the Lakers do it. And it's
yeah.
kind of funny because everyone's like, "Oh, the Grizzlies are better without John Morant. They're better without John Morant." And this season,
we have
I want to say trading Tyus Jones was stupid. I do not care.
yeah.
I
I
don't care that you
don't
got Marcus Smart, but
I
I
don't
think Tyus
understand
Jones.
the mark. I've never understood the Marcus Smart addiction. To be honest with you,
I think for them it was like when John Morant comes back, we have someone that's a
they
leader.
panicked. They panicked.
Yeah,
But
I think their
we
whole thing is having a leader in the
what
locker room.
Tyus Jones proved he could play off the bench. Or so when Ja was out, he proved that he could run the offense. I didn't
Exactly. Yeah.
understand it. But
It's
to be honest, I've been saying it's over for them. 4 games back of a playing spot is not
yeah.
impossible.
No,
So
for sure. But
I
it's
don't
like which
know.
team.
It
It's also like
depends.
what teams falls out because
Yeah, it
is Warriors
depends.
that team?
Sorry,
No.
no, they're not 4 games. Oh, never mind. They're like they're 7 games out of a playing
Yeah, there's
spot.
seven.
Okay,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
a
sure.
little bit more tough, but like
It's a
it's
long
not.
season. I
It
think.
is
Yeah,
not impossible
yeah. I don't think it's
at all.
impossible.
But they need to start winning instantly as
Yeah, for
soon as
sure.
possible.
I think a guaranteed playoff spot to stretch, but I think
There
play in's possible.
there can be a play like a what's it called, like a feeling out process. You know what I mean? Where they're
Yeah,
building a
yeah. I
chemistry,
know
and
what you
he
mean.
needs to come back. And I like that he's getting into. Everyone's like he's ramping up already.
Yeah,
I love
you
that.
saw how
You
much
know,
gain he weighed? I mean,
I'm like,
weight he gained.
okay, anyway.
He gained a lot of muscle. I remember seeing a video
Yeah,
where he posted his story
people
and
get
like
so
after.
excited about weight and stuff, like
I
because
know, I
they're like,
know.
yo, he grew like 2 inches. Oh, yo, he's like
After every
he
game,
count
he's posting
muscle.
it, so it's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
that's hype, man.
Um, it's
Again,
gonna
I hope
it's
the
nice to see John
suspension
Marks.
and I hope the suspension helped him learn his lesson. Like, just don't do stupid things, man. Like,
No,
don't be
honestly,
like,
Draymond.
bro. You could be in your free time, sure. Like, go wave your guns around or whatever. But like, bro,
On IG Live.
don't post it on IG Live. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's like that's like KD. Like, what's it called? Marijuana is like a massive theme in the NBA. But like you don't see
yeah.
KD. KD promotes it, but you don't see him go on IG Live smoking a blunt. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
What's it called? He doesn't want
It's
that.
got to
Like
come to an end. It's got to
exactly.
come to an end. You have to be smarter with your decisions. But that was a big episode. You know, a lot of it was
Yeah,
the in-season tournament. We did. It is a bit late, but we want to definitely talk about it.
yeah.
Any final words, Yusuf?
I don't know, man. John Moran needs to put his guns away. That's my final
Well,
word.
I think it's more like Draymond Green's got to stop punching people.
Draymond Green's got to put his hands away.
Yeah, honestly, bro, lock him up. But it's been Six Talks, Mahdi Nanji, and
Yusuf.
Yusuf Abbas. Peace out.